Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Today's the morning. We are a little late to the market. I decided to sleep in because I needed the sleep. I went to bed kind of late. So I am actually going to do a quick kind of rundown through the day. What I think I might do is record the first half of the session, let's say, see how trades play out, if anything does set up. But yeah, let's hop on here and see what the market wants to do. So looking at SPY, because we are effectively just looking at stocks at this point. Um, let's see what the market wants to do, but it seems like we pushed up strong, flushed all the way back down, and then kind of just playing around here. Nothing too crazy. Couple things that can happen here. It can just go. What I'm more or less anticipating is actually going to be a good amount of chop come in here. Let me move this here. So I'm anticipating quite a bit more chop, given the fact that we weren't capable or able to support whatever move we had initially put in, and then we kind of fell back down. Let's go find a similar example of where that happened. I mean, even this is a very drastic example. Here we were able to sustain, which is beautiful, which might happen. Like if we do manage to make a very good recovery here, we really came down below the MAs, which I don't like. Trying to find a better example, but I could see a larger flush coming in and failing to support the move. And I'm trying to find, generally you'd see something like that here at the highs. But yeah, this is something more of what I'm anticipating, right? We had a somewhat strong push, failed to sustain, came down below the MAs, still pushed back up. So I feel like this is where we could be right now. And then anticipate just a little bit more chop, let it build out the way it needs to, and then we can push out of it. So SPY right now is showing a lot of weakness. That's all we need to know. For relativity, all we need to know is that SPY and all the other markets are generally moving slower, and there's not going to be crazy pushes like you'd anticipate here, for example. Or, that was a gap, but here. So I'm going to remove all my indicators, all my flags, and we're going to start from 0. So let's look at this guy. I don't like how, and I talked about this yesterday in the video, I don't like how price is just kind of static. We're not moving. We are just, we pause for a long period of time and then we start moving. And same here. We pause. We'll jump down to 30 and we're not doing anything. There's no significance here. And if anything, I'd like to move this all the way to the bottom. Unless we start building out of, like even here, we failed back down, failed to continue pushing, and now we're building like this guy right here. It could build out of it, but at that point, I'd kind of want to wait for validation again. So some sort of strength that comes into it, and then I can continue it following. Okay. Oh, there's no shot. There's actually no shot. I put this on yesterday as a joke. Sorry about my cough. Yes, I did put this on yesterday. Yeah, at the end of the day, I remember this. Well, there you guys go. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you exactly where all this came from. But yeah, we're delivering very strong. We kind of came back down sideways for a little bit. I didn't like this. There was no money coming into it. And at this point, I was just waiting for a sign of strength. Got our sign of strength, pushed out of whatever that was. On the 30-minute, I initially started looking for trades here, but it was like way too choppy. And this was a few days ago. And then here was an opportunity. This was on the 10th. So Monday, yeah. And then on the 5-minute, you could have stepped down. Only setup was here, which was below the expansion per se. And then here on the 30-minute, oh my goodness, I remember this. Yeah. Oh, what a beauty. And if we continue trying to follow this, this could set up later. If we come back down here in about 2-3 hours, we might get a beautiful opportunity. So that's just beautiful, beautiful, incredible. And same thing with this, right? 4 hour delivering very beautifully. I don't like, once again, these longer breaks, but like this guy was just a serious long downtrend here for a little bit. And then we build out of it. We push up, come back down, baseline, we go, baseline, we go, baseline, we go. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too familiar with these types of entries. But clearly they deliver, and that's all that matters. So here, this is what I had kind of highlighted yesterday. And then on the 5-minute, we push on out of here. You'd probably take a good couple of losses. I mean, this is at market close, and then market close, and market doesn't open till like these candles. So effectively, it would have been hard to catch unless you left the trade running overnight. Looking at this guy, ELF, we did just gap up. The one thing I don't like about it is I feel like we're ranging within this region. Like, I'd want to see strength out of into here. It's not bad, though. We do build out of this with immense strength. Come back down to the 30. On the 30, we do, similar to like all these other ones, we have a giant flush. And then we start building back up. So entry-wise, I did highlight these. Yep. So your only entry would have been here. And then looking at the 30 again, we kind of failed to bring in that strength. So at this point, even on the 30, I want to see us build out of... Yeah, that's why I had this line. There we go. I want to see us build out of this range with immense strength. So once again, going to move this all the way to the bottom. And TXG. This has been a beautiful one. Oh my goodness. We'll see if it continues delivering, but on the 4-hour, we built out whatever this was. On the 30, we have had a pretty major flush down at this point. So at this point, this could set up, so it's very good that it's near the top. And if we build on out of here, I think yesterday there was a potential trade somewhere in here. Didn't follow through with anything. Was this yesterday? No. Where was yesterday? Yesterday I was trying to follow something on the 10th, 11th. Okay, there was nothing on this yesterday. The day before, though, I think we were trying to follow this long. Not really a setup. It had displaced a little too far for me. Okay, moving on to the next. Look at that immense strength. We built out of whatever this was, and I mean, we've continued delivering. Now we do have red news here in 20 hours. So I am probably going to want to stay out of this guy. And you can see it kind of reflected in the red news, but I had talked about this in the video where entries here, 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 here. And like you just have great movers. So unfortunately, we're just going to have to let this one go for a little bit. Remove it off the list. I guess I threw on another trade yesterday at market close as well, just for testing. 4-hour, I mean, lots of money coming in. Immense strength, immense strength, immense strength. That's all I'm looking at, and no like real bad choppiness. So for example, when this market came back down and then pushed up, I wanted to look at it. I was like, okay, this is very strong. This is something I want to look at. The moment we fell back down, didn't necessarily break structure, but did fall back down. At that point, I drew my line and I said, okay, I need another sign of strength. This right here, while it did indicate that money wants to move upward, it didn't follow through. So I'm going to wait till it follows through. Money comes in, follows through. Then what I can do, I'll delete everything. Then what I can do is step down to 30 and see where we're at in this market. Well, we had, yeah, I do remember this, not very clear delivery. And at this point, I just kind of stopped watching it. Even though it did provide an entry, it's like, what happened here, you know? And at this point, I really don't want to look at this market. Not very clean. Move it down to the bottom. 4 hour on this guy. It's been a little messier. Notice we build out, fall, like kind of just playing around in that MAs, fall back down. Then we finally get our strong push, strong push, strong push, play around the MAs. We build on out of whatever this range was. Come back down. It's still pretty clean. Come down to the 30. On the 30 per se, we could have been looking for an entry in here. Probably failed to deliver anything. And then probably at that point, wait for my sign of strength and wait for us to come back down. So this could set up. Potentially. We'll see. Okay. Again, this market. Yikes. This one is a little not so clean. The only reason, and I mentioned this yesterday in the videos, we built out of whatever this range was. But yeah, it's like, yeah, we can get some good money coming into this guy. On the 30-minute, we're just kind of doing a giant flush down. So there's opportunity here. And I should probably go around setting alerts. So let me go here. Can I delete all inactive alerts? Let's see what we still have active. Okay, we have one active. We'll go ahead and delete that as well. Okay, so once again, sorry, we're jumping back up to the top of the list. But at this point, I'd be waiting for add alert. How do I want my alerts? I want them to be super, super simple. So notifying the app, yes. Yep. Sure. And then we'll do when crossing. And only once. Expiration. I don't know what this means. Oh, December 12th. Okay. Yeah, so cool. And then on this guy, ooh, this might be setting up. Yikes. Yeah, not the cleanest 4 hour. But there's potential. Maybe. It's not the clean, super clean, but set an alert, probably like all the way down here. Boom, boom, alert on all of them. And I wish here you could show that you set an alert on them. It's okay. Loki looks kind of clean, eh? Okay. Yeah, same thing for all of them pretty much. We're just kind of waiting for them to come to us. This guy, we're going to wait for a nice clean build out of here. The spreads on this one are a little not nice, so we probably won't end up trading it. Spreads on this are tight, good. 4 hour, good. 30-minute, good. And we actually did push out of here, and we came back into it. So given that we did push out of here, and now we're doing something like this, I wouldn't so much call this a ranging market condition. Now, if we fall back down, yes, at that point. But at this point, we might be setting up something right over here. Oh, didn't mean to sell there. Let's take a deeper look here. Yep. So we had this guy, we pushed on out of it, and we're building like some sort of inside structure to some extent. So I'd set an alert right here. Try to see when we're crossing this, and we're probably going to move this one up to the top because it's so clean. And if anything, I'll flag it as pending. Yeah. Just to keep an eye on it. And this guy, EOS. Yeah. If we don't start building on out of whatever this is right now, we are going to be in for a not very good market. So I think this is going to become larger chop at this point. So definitely move it all the way to the bottom. Four-hour on this guy. I mean, it's all right. I'm not liking it too much anymore. We are building out of whatever this was. It's okay. I do like the strength. 30-minute wise, if we look at all other opportunities, nothing really here presented. Nothing really here. Yeah, I mean, this market hasn't been too good either. Move it all the way to the bottom. Lift, I remember lift was clean, like unbelievably clean. On the 4-hour, we underwent whatever this was. Nice little amount of chop, built on out of it. On the 30-minute, I mean, we had so many beautiful entries here. Entry, maybe an entry here. And now, yeah, we could build something out of this guy. If we step down to a 5-minute, you can come and look at all the beautiful entries. Entry, probably a break even. Entry, probably a break even. Pushes back up. Entry. If you're crazy, entry. But that just gapped up, so no. Yeah, and on the 30-minute, we're kind of coming back down, ready to baseline on the MAs. So I'd probably set an alert, potentially somewhere around here. I'm cool with that. Next one. On the 4-hour, we built out of whatever this chop was. Man, the beauty of the market, hey? And at this point, really nothing. I think I had a line drawn here. Let's go back. I did have a line drawn here on the 5-minute. Yeah, it's like you had your entry here. That's it. Nothing clean though. So at this point, I'm just waiting. I want to see this thing come down. So I'll set an alert somewhere around here. You was clean yesterday. Let me show you. Okay, yeah, we did build out of it. I'm not liking it so much anymore. We're not moving. We're not supporting anything. We're kind of just... Was it you? I thought it was you. Yeah, it's not very clean. So probably move it down to the bottom. Whatever this is. Okay, we started moving out of this chop, which is wonderful. Jump down to the 30. What time was this? On the 10th. Yeah, I mean, we're just waiting on this guy. It's very not clean, per se. Very jumpy. Somewhat illiquid. But yeah, there can be potential here. If we kind of fall back down to something like this, I'd set an alert. And just wait. Sorry about that. Same thing with this one. Moving actually very similar. Oh, did I miss something yesterday? Incredible. I remember setting this up yesterday too. And look at this. Like, our analyses are certainly on point. Now, because I am still getting used to this entire procedure of the new system and saying things, what I've been doing is forward testing. And you can see here, like, even if I would have taken this, not that you should play that game, but it gives you an idea for what kind of potential you have. 17R on one trade. And then there was one other market that just ran. Yep, still waiting on this guy. Probably. I think we made it to our bad markets. Yeah, we did. So these guys, what was it? This one, I believe. So we'll flag these yellow. None of these were super clean. Let's move on to, ooh, baby. Okay. Probably going to be a waiting game on this one. We'll go ahead. Yeah, that was a beautiful one. We'll go ahead and do something like this and just set an alert here. That's all we can do. This isn't super clean either. Probably going to remove it off my list. Just 1 second. 4 hour. Yeah, it was clean. Was clean. Not so clean right now. Was clean. Not so clean anymore. If anything, it's prepping for sells right now. But it needs a good amount of time, I'd say. Definitely. So, none of these are on my list anymore. Yeah, this one has potential. Earnings coming up in 12 days, yeah. We have just enough time to mess around with this one. I do want to see it build out of this 30-minute range, which you see me highlight right there. That's it. The entire day is going to consist of just waiting for alerts. And that's the way my system has been built. It looks like we might actually be getting a setup here in a couple minutes, few minutes. Yeah, I mean, but all these markets are delivering. So, I wish I still had access to my screener. I'll go ahead and reset up some of the values. I'm gonna pause here, go get all my my technicals I want to scan by, and then we will go ahead and try to find some new awesome stocks. So let me pause here for a second. Alrighty guys, so I took a very, very quick break. This took maybe 5 minutes or so. And what I did is I created a very quick screener with a price over $5, 300 mil market cap, performance over 1 week per se. So let's say we want to look at just 1 week, which would be 7 days. We'd want to see a general boost in performance. Now, that is very short. That's like this much. And then that is like our strength candle, which once again, I'm still going to be testing with it. I feel like 1 week is a little short. So what I might want to do is change this to 1 month, right? 1 month would be 30 days. So within the last 30 days, pretty much 30 days, we'd want to see a performance of 20%. Let's see how much this was. Yeah, this was 20%. So that is like how you can spot the super like first few, what do you call it? Runners or beginning to run. Now, if you look at the past 30 days here, yeah, well, I don't know how much this move is, but 24%. So we could drop this down to instead of, yeah, I think it's okay. We'll keep it tight like that. Exchanges, I just removed over the counter assets. I don't trade those. And what I did is on top of that, I threw in my watch list. So you can see where I got a lot of the items on my watch list now, right? That's not clean, but here, 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 you guys can see it now. So now we're going to go ahead and remove my watch list, and we're going to see how many markets we actually populate with, because there might actually be a lot. This is reasonable. I would want to keep it under 100. Yesterday I had just about 94 as well, which is great. Not a lot has changed, and we can rework our way through these and see if I spot anything different. So what I'm going to do is remember all these not very good ones. We are simply going to go ahead and remove them. We'll keep that there. That being said, let's go and screen. And we'll save the watch list. This time we don't lose it. And honestly, I don't need any of this, whatever analyst rating is, and we really don't need any of that. And percent change, we should be doing percent change. Probably over a weekly. I'll play around with the screener and do a lot more testing. Because once again, I haven't done stocks, so it's like, oh, what's the market cap and what price do I want to be within? Futures are generally very liquid, especially when you're only trading the main ones. But yeah, let's go ahead and walk through this list. It's gonna be a little bit of a longer video, but this will teach you, hopefully covers, my entire process of screening every morning. But beautiful. Yeah, we built out of this guy and we're pushing way higher. Jump down to the 30. And what I'd like to see here on the 30 is draw my ranges and where I would have gotten entries and see if there's anything here for us. Entry here, that's it. And then if you're crazy, entry here, probably not for me. These spreads are a little bit big for my liking. But aside from that, I could see something like this. We're going to go ahead. I wish there was an easy way to add to a watch list. I know you can do this. Oh, and it's already on my list. Look at that. That's crazy. Why is it in my stocks list? Okay. Cool. So we'll add it to there. Nope. I do like the strength behind this. I'm going to tighten this up like all the way. It's a little iffy. I like the strength behind it. And if you were to go look at all past entries, if you're looking at the 4 hour, we do flush down and we start building up higher. So probably somewhere around this point, I'd start looking for strong moves. Probably wouldn't have traded any of this. Nope, nope, nope. And then we get our strong move. Potentially here, 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 and that's it. So jump down to the 5 minute. Potential entry here, no entry here, potential entry here, and that's it. So we do have potential with this market. And what I'm seeing right now is something more along the lines of this. So what I do is go ahead, add it to my list, and continue. And we might already have this on our list. Nope. It looks like I was doing some sort of testing not too long ago on this guy. Oh, this was probably on the weekly. Weekly, daily. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there were beautiful entries here. It was on the hourly. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So this was part of my higher time frame testing. So we'll go ahead and delete all that. But the very fact that it showed up again, that's a good sign. It means there's consistency behind my testing. At the at this point, yeah, we're just delivering. So again, looking at the 4 hour. Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, this is definitely going on the list. And I'm just kind of waiting for something like this, hopefully. So I'll add my, I'll take care of alerts here in a little bit. Added it to my list. STX is already on my list, but shouldn't be. This guy, nope. Nope. Maybe. There's probably going to be clean entries along here. Entry here. Probably not an entry there. Maybe an entry here. Don't really like it too much. Entry here. Entry here. Maybe entry here. Then I jump down to the 5 minute. And tighten this up just a little. Oh, I can't. Yeah, so you'd have like entry here, probably break even there. Entry here, and then entry here, probably a loss. I'm not a big fan of it. And it's coming down a little weirdly. Yeah, we're gonna skip. Love it. Don't love it. Gonna have to skip. This is looking a little cleaner. Entry here, potentially entry here. Not a big fan of that one. So your only entry would have been build out and then something like that potentially, or here. And one of my rules is I go back and look at previous deliveries, like even as far as back here, and I see, okay, did the market deliver and how did it deliver? And as we step here into the 5-minute entry here, probably break even there. It's not too bad, but I don't like how we're moving right now. And then here we just kind of gapped up. No, we're gonna stick to very clean markets. I don't like how we're just kind of glazing the MAs here, riding them up. Notice the difference between serious strength, which is moving away from them, expanding and then coming back to them, expanding, coming to them, expanding, coming to them, expanding, coming to them. Here it's we're on them. Oh, probably not. Nope. Maybe. Once again, we're still writing the MAs, but here we did have a pretty nice expansion out of them. Nope. Maybe. Probably not. Rivian. I know Rivian's a big company. Starting to push out of this. Just had earnings come out not too long ago. 7 days ago, a week ago. Potentially. I'd probably put this an alert on this guy. Add it to our watch list. And you can see right away we made it to 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17 assets in a matter of maybe 5-10 minutes. Ooh, this is a newer one, ain't it? There's potential here. We are building out of whatever that was. I'd be interested. Not so much to trade it, but to keep it on the watch list and see what's going to happen. Okay, we broke it. Give it a second. Okay, I absolutely broke everything. There we go. There we go. We're just going to skip this one. This one seems to break everything. Okay. Probably not. Nope. I don't like how we're chopping. I don't like... Pretty much your fate is based on if you can predict us moving out of this. You're not going to be able to predict it. You're not as smart as you think you are. This one, yeah. We ranged, came back down, sideways. So the moment I stop looking at this market, and the moment we fall, we start building back up, and then we fall again. At probably somewhere around this point, I'm done looking at this market. and then wait for it to build out of it. Starts delivering again. And on the 30-minute, I mean, it's more of a liquid one, if anything. But I do like how we built on out of it, and we're building some sort of like internal. Let's go look at previous entries. Yeah, man. Yeah, this doesn't look too good. Skipping. Oh yeah, absolutely. Add to watch list and add a little alert right here. Yeah, nothing too clean on this guy. Gonna have to skip. Even though we are moving up and it's just no entries, no past entries either. And it was just kind of writing the MAs. So if it's writing the MAs, chances are it's going to continue writing the MAs. It's that simple. I do like this so far. Ranging. Don't like it anymore. Writing the MAs, ranging. I do like the strength that came into this guy, but we're within all this chop. Don't like it. Don't like it. Ooh, I do like this one. Zoom out here. Yeah. Building out of whatever this was. Reaching new highs, which have never been reached before. On the 30-minute, yeah. Yeah, like even if I draw my lines, potential entries, I mean, this was really the only one. Probably a break even. Several break evens. Yeah, there's nothing too clean in here. Yeah, it's not. Once you jump into the lowers, you realize it's not as clean. I have to skip. Skip. Ooh, what is this guy? I like you. Interesting. Doesn't have very clean price action though. I believe this is already on the watch list, so we'll keep it. Just had earnings on this guy, giant gap up. Looking at the 30. Yeah, kind of ranging. We could start building out of it. So there's potential here, but I could see it ranging for a little bit. Gonna have to skip. Nothing. I lost where we were on the list. Oh, there. Nothing. Lift once again pops up. Still waiting for it to build out of there. Lumen. Nope. I mean, it's setting up for cells. Whatever Lumen is. As we follow these cells, cell, cell. Entry, entry. And you'd be up on these positions. So I could see potential cells out of this guy. We'll add it. Gap. No, within all this, chances are it's going to continue chopping. I don't like how we're ranging right now. It could build out of it very easily. But if anything, I jump down on the 30-minute and wait for this to reach like up here. So, MSTR, I've heard of this one before. This one used to be a very good one. What happened to you, bro? What happened to you? Ooh, frog is looking froggy. Very jumpy. Yeah, I mean, you'd have entry here and entry here. We'll see what would have presented itself. Oh my, entry here. Probably break even here. But it's like you would have been looking for an entry probably in here, builds out of it, and then falls back down. So probably not. Maybe for the future. Good. Kind of wiki. So entries, you would have been looking here, 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 nothing in here, potentially here. Entry here, probably break even or loss. Entry here, you get a nice runner. Entry here, you get a nice runner. Be willing to put risk on this. Probably gonna set up here in the next week. TTMI. Nope. Ooh, oh yes. So as you can see here, yeah, we were ranging, but we got our sign of strength. It's coming out of it now. So, oh, on the 4 hour? Yeah. Oh my goodness, yes. A million times yes. And we're early stage. Step down lower. Entry. Entry. No entry presented itself here, but entry here, entry here. Yeah. It was quite messy back here. Probably wouldn't have touched it. But now times are different, guys. This is different. Yeah, maybe. We'll add it. Keep an eye out on it. Notice I've added a lot of things to my watch list, so I gotta be a little bit more selective about what I add. Probably not. No. Maybe. No. Nope. Yeah, we did start to move out with whatever this range was and this range. Comp. Previous entry here, previous entry here. Maybe not a previous entry here. I mean, it's not bad. Entry here, entry here. They're not bad. So I'd be waiting for something. Maybe like this. What SL was this? Comp. It's probably further down. There it is, comp. I'll add it. We'll see what happens here. Whoa, what a beauty. Absolute beauty. 30-minute. Oh, we have our alert set on it. And we're about to get triggered, so you guys might see a live trade today. We'll see. Probably going to be a couple losses. Totally cool with that as we get accustomed to our system. This one also isn't half bad. You look at all past entries though. Here, or here, or here, or if you're crazy here. Entry goes Push up, entry, probably a loss or break. No, it might go actually. Entry here, probably a break even. It's just a little weird. But as we do start to build out of this guy, seems like there was news or something. I couldn't tell you. We'll add it. No, we won't. 4 hour PBF. Is this on our list? I think it's the one I just removed, which isn't too bad. Previous entry here. Previous entry here. No entry. Entry. It's a little iffy. Gonna skip. It's a little not very movie. Yeah, we're in this range. No. Ooh. Who are you? Moved out of whatever this was. I mean, just look at how far we are. On the 30, just gapped up. Chances are, yeah. Even though it is moving very nicely, it's like, okay, look at past entries. Here, gapped up, here, gapped up. That's all I need to see. And those are the most recent entries. So chances are, if I get an entry, it's not going to work out. GTX. Let's go take a look at this guy. Nope. Wants to load for me. Doesn't load, doesn't, oh. I guess this one's the, oh, I guess it did. Okay. Well, it was moving very badly, but now we got a strong impulse, a couple strong ones, including a gap up. Yeah. Yeah. Here, let's look at the 4 hour. We kind of flushed down on the 4 hour, but started to have money coming into it. And then entry, entry, entry. See how these entries played out. We pushed on out of whatever this guy was. Entry here, entry here. Probably not an entry here. Probably not an entry here unless you got this guy. I like it. And currently, we are potentially setting up. So I'll add an alert right here. Create alert. Add it to my watch list. Goodness, I wonder how many markets we're going to have on this watch list. We're going to have to go through and really prune it down. Probably to only 5-10. But given that I have alerts on all of them, it's a lot easier to keep track of. It's just the hard thing is setting 5,000 alerts. And then all of them going off together if something happens in the market. I'm tired. And I just woke up. Yeah, nothing here. Ayo. Whoa, what was I looking at here? Well, there you go. It did end up going up. When was I looking at this? What day was it? 24, over a year ago. Almost 2 years. Yeah, 2 years ago. Going on for 2 years, yeah. 2 years. That's crazy. I mean, maybe. We did break out of whatever this was. But nothing here. Nothing here. Is this Grinder? Let's go invest in Grinder, boys. Nothing here. Grinder is not doing very hot. Jeez. What happened here? Whoa. Really shot up, huh? IPO, maybe? I'm telling you. Yeah, nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing. It looks a little e-liquid even on the 4-hour. It's not bad. Definitely built out of whatever that was. And I could see potential here. We're early stage accumulation. Flush down, probably accumulation momentum 1, 2, going for 3. Question mark. I'll add it. We're adding a lot to our watch list right now. But we'll go through and reprune it. Probably not. Yes. Thought this was on our list already. Okay, it is. Go ahead and just add an alert here. Not bad. If you look at previous entries, though, it just kind of likes to chop around. So chances are we're going to undergo some sort of chop like that. I mean, previous entry here, and we're going for a larger flush. Yeah, no. Red nose approaching. Nah. Ooh. Maybe. Probably a longer 4-hour flush, though. Potentially seeing this as chop now. Failed to hold and then fell back down. Good. Not on our watch list. Ooh, hello there. We just built out of all this, and we're very early to this market. However, I probably just missed my entry this morning. There you go. This is going potentially on the watch list. Man, got a lot of markets on this bad boy. Oh, maybe. I like it. If you look at past entries, it's like, we'll just look at this. Maybe this. That's before earnings though, so that's not really fair. So like we push on out of here, entry here, entry here. Here we push on out of here, entry here, but earnings. It's not bad. Nope. That was easy. Probably not. When was I looking at this? 5 days ago. Yeah, I guess it was good 5 days ago. Now, I don't see too much on this guy. It's definitely going to continue, but how are you going to get positioned here? Oh, no. What was I looking at? Turn. Where's turn at? There it is. Next one. Okay, lots of money coming in. Yeah. I mean, as not nice as it looks right now. Entry. Probably wouldn't have been trading any of this. The moment we fail back down, I'd be waiting for 10 of strength. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. So many alerts that I'm going to be setting. So many. It's not even funny. Maybe. Maybe. Good money coming into it for the most part. Moving all right. I mean, we were ranging. Yeah, probably not. There's potential, but nope. Maybe. No. As clean as it does look. Maybe here. It's just like, where are you gonna buy? This guy? Okay. Here, it's like maybe this guy. But like, probably not this guy. I don't know. Definitely not this one here. No. I don't even know where it's at. Was it figs we were looking at? Nope. Oh, yes. Is this on our watch list? Why did I remove it? Why did I remove this? This must have been a while ago, though. 4 days ago when I was doing testing. Guess I took an L and I was like, I don't like it. Yeah, it does look a little weird. But we did start moving out of this guy. We got our sign of strength and then set up. So that shouldn't have been a loss, though. My entry was here. There we go. I mean, maybe. It's a little weird. We'll add it. Just to keep an eye on it. This is more for forward testing of anything. I don't like this too much. Like, yeah, we did build out of whatever this was. But maybe. Maybe not. There was a really nice opportunity here, probably. There's something here. I'll add it. Nope. Maybe. You'd be looking at one of these types of entries, which isn't too bad, but nope. Nope. Maybe. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Probably not. Well, what is this? Org? There we go. BW. Probably, I mean, it's not bad. This was a gap up though. Only entry would have been in here. See how that one's doing? Oh, yes, yes, yes. I love this now. Built out of whatever this was. Just had earnings too. Well, a while ago. And we got our first alert. So let me finish this. And then let's go see what's good for us. Yeah. Actually, like right now. What is going on here? Ew. Yeah. We're gonna flag this purple. So I have it on my list right away. Kodak. Haven't heard of this company in a while. Seems like they're climbing out the trenches. Still not, I don't want to say not good enough, but it's just like same thing happened here. Yeah, we did climb out of it, but what for? We did climb out of it, but what for? More chop. Skipping. Skipping. Skip, skip, maybe. Probably not. It's all right. Probably not. Nope. That's it. Let's go to our alerts. Whoa, that's a giant watch list. Boom. What are we crossing here? 4 hour on COGT. Not bad. My problem with it right now is that we're kind of ranging. So it's probably going to be a very, very quick BE. But on the 30-minute, the only reason I consider this as an entry is because on the 30-minute, came back down, then we pushed away and setting up again. It's just kind of weak, you know? See what the 5 minutes doing. I might take something here. We have a very nice pause. So we'll probably take another 10-15 minutes to set up, but oh, and it's the one we had flagged purple too. I'll move all these guys right here. And then this guy we said we were gonna take a look at. These two look kind of similar. No, not quite. Let's go look at previous entries on this guy. This guy. There were no previous entries. That's a problem. Just ever so slightly. Because we have nothing to compare it to. I'll delete this guy because we're not really ranging. We did build out of this guy. Yeah, I mean, if we have a beautiful pause right now, I could see myself potentially getting in on this. Spreads are a little bit big. So my stop would look something like, assume we paused right there. ATR is 0.23. So ATR would be something like this, which is a little big. I'd do a stop something like this potentially. Let's see how we range. Hopefully we pause here and then just perfectly baseline. This guy. Same thing here. We're having a very similar situation. I mean, maybe. Gonna remove it. Keep things simple. Yeah. It's tight. I like this one a lot better. Like entry already here. I'm gonna wait for my baseline. go ahead, add a, do we have an alert? We're gonna move our alert to up here. Lyft is got money coming in. Kind of just waiting for a pause on this guy now. Kind of would have been a hard one to pinpoint to buy right there, but there's potential behind it. Question mark? Actually, hear me out, yo. Spreads are very big on this guy anyway. It actually isn't a very big watch list. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Please pause. Yeah. I'd like to see a pause like right now and it come down just about here. That'd be saucy. Let me take like a 2-minute break because I've been on this for a hot minute. I don't see anything else setting up though. So we'll give it a few minutes. I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, and as I come back, yeah, we didn't get any pause. But let's go see here. Like if you're trading 30-minute, this would have been a beautiful entry. And you'd be in on this guy. But yeah, like it's just waiting game. Nothing set up. You missed your move. The move that you waited for a day and 22 hours, and it went without you. Part of the game. Lyft. I know you were doing something cool earlier. HL, we got to move all the way to the bottom. And what I'll do is create a new folder here. How do you create a section? Add section. And we'll just do waiting. Waiting. And probably delete personal and just have a waiting, and we'll create a new section called entry pending. Pending or watcher. Probably a watcher or something. Okay, so this is certainly a watcher. Certainly a watcher. Ooh, yeah. 4 hour, I mean, it's all right. I don't like this. I do like that we pushed up and continue pushing on 30-minute. This is certainly a watcher. I'll probably turn it pink. Potential entry on this guy. There's no previous entries to really compare it to though. So I'd have to jump down to 5-minute. It's not bad. So what we'll do is jump down here and just add an alert like right here. See if anything sets up. 30-minute on this guy, certainly a watcher. Drag this down just a little bit. No longer a watcher, so waiting on this guy. Yeah, this guy's just dumping at this point. Probably gonna get off the watch list here pretty soon. we'll give it like a final opportunity to repair itself. So we'll put it on the watcher. Or not the watcher, the pending. What's this guy doing? Probably nothing too interesting. We're just built out of this range. So on the 30. Maybe. It's just not super clean. But we are starting to, so I'd keep that on the watcher. This guy, we're just kind of waiting. Probably on alert further up. There you go. This guy, ooh, my goodness. My goodness. Probably still pending on this guy. Had a nice little alert somewhere around here. Cool. Oh, alerts, alerts, lift. What are we doing, brother? Oof. 4 hours strong, pushing up. 30-minute. Entry. Potential entry. Potential entry. Runs. Yes, please pause for me, like right now. Somewhere around here. Go see these guys. You know, to be fair, I think I do have a few too many markets. It's all good. Probably had an alert on this guy. At this point, because we did fail to push higher on this guy, I might label this as a ranging market condition. Lift, how we doing? Okay, we failed to push higher. That's okay. Give it all the time it needs. Rivian, I don't know what you're doing, brother. That's a huge flush. Starting to not like Rivian so much. There's still potential in it. I'd give it a little bit. Probably not. I think we added this just for funsies and to test, but I mean, I was joking about that. It's just, we did build out of this guy. That's like all we have to work with. So now you guys see my dilemma here. Spreads are huge though. I'm gonna remove it. Keep things simple. Lift, how we doing? Nothing yet. Never got our little break on this guy. Kinda sucks, but part of the game. We're just at the high of it. That's a bummer. Real big bummer. Entries had to be right here. And this guy fell down. Might be part of something larger here. Come on, Lift. My faith is in you. And aside from that, we're just kind of chilling, kicking back. Man, I'm tired. Looking at other work stuff. Yeah, the awesome thing is my entire life is trading now, which is great. Just kind of waiting and enjoying life a little bit. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. I'm gonna have to pause and log into my broker real quick, and then consider taking an entry on Lyft. Starting to break out of this guy. Not a big fan of this line. I'd want to wait for a more pronounced pause. If we get like one more sideways candle, I think that'd be good. Oh, so many companies. I gotta work on that. Probably waiting on, not Rivian, on this guy. I don't know what's going on here. Oh yeah, cells. Waiting. Got the wrong one. Ooh. Add alert. Waiting on this guy. 4 hour. I mean, it's not bad. But yeah, we're going to remove this. Compass, what are we doing? Honestly, kind of ranging here. Yeah, remover. So that's the idea. You build out a watch list with rough ideas of what you like to see, and then you start removing as you look at them again, and you're like, yeah, no. There's potential here. I finish these last couple up, and then I need to go look at lift. Still kind of waiting on this guy. Probably got an alert down here. Oh, didn't mean to paste. Add alert. Boink. Something like that. What is this? Mogged? Where was I at? I think I was on one of these. Yeah, good. Good. I'll add my alerts though. Alert. Alert. Don't know how to feel about this one. Maybe. We'll add it to waiting. Probably clean entries here. Entry, entry, entry. Yeah. But at this point, it's just a waiting game. Is there a shortcut to add alerts? That and then A. Oh, that's going to help a lot. Which one? There we go. Sick. So if I have 1558, it sets that. Cool. All right. Well, I don't gotta right click and do all that. Cool. Well, that's it. These are like my main 3 watchers. 30-minute. Yeah, it just kind of ended up going without us. That's okay. I'm not gonna chase it. This guy's right on the verge of knocking us in. So I'll just raise it a little bit. And then lift. Lift is still in, I could see it coming back down. So we'll give it a little bit of time. And what I'll do with lift is potentially set up an order right now. Something like this. A little higher. And then a stop somewhere around here. It's a very liquid stock, so I could take definitely a tighter entry in here. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here and set up my order so you guys don't see my login. Alrighty guys, real quick, we're just going to go through the rest of the markets here. Set up my order on Lyft, and we just got a new notification from ModQ. Mod G. There we go. Oh, why did you go off? Okay, yeah, nothing too crazy here. We actually just built out of whatever this was, coming back into the 30. And yeah, we pushed out of this guy, and we're coming back down. So I'd be willing to follow something like this. So I'd set an alert probably somewhere around here. Oh, remember the shortcut. It was this, and then boom. Crazy. And yeah, so let me pause here so I can go and look at all my other positions real quick. Okay, and we're just kind of waiting on this guy. If we build out of this, this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful entry. Otherwise, we're just kind of on the sidelines. This guy just went without us. I mean, we did miss our entry. That was on us. And then nothing on this guy. Probably going to delete this. Didn't really go sideways enough for us. I mean, you got this guy. Actually, hear me out. Right now. Maybe. All right, let me pause. Change of plan. Spreads are massive on this thing. Like, look at this. That's like half my stop. So if I were to do something like this, it's like, no, never. So likely remove it off my list. Likely. Okay. And that's it for now. If we start building out, though, which we do seem to have some bullishness coming in. Otherwise, we're going to have to adjust to something like this. But this could be like the end of that. So we're being patient with it. And if it decides to push back up, then it's going to be worth an entry for me. And that's it. I'm kind of hungry, so I might go out and grab me some breakfast. Still waiting on all these. Chances are we're going to get like 500 alerts out of nowhere. That's going to be great when like red news hits or something. That was going to be fun. I mean, something might set up here, but not for us. And yeah, just waiting. This guy's coming out of whatever this was, so potentially on LLY question mark setting up. You guys can see it's just a giant waiting game. That's all it is. All it is. This guy's gonna probably start coming out as well. Unfortunately, we have to take this off our watcher for now. And take this guy off. Spreads were massive. And yeah, so we were wrong about this, and it's going to continue plummeting, which is even better for us. Because we don't put money on the table when we don't need to. There you go. So you guys get to see how it plays out live. Take it off my watcher. And this guy, unless we immediately start seeing bearishness, this could be like the end of it, which hopefully bearishness does come in. I would like to see some bearishness, but even if we make it up to about here on the 30-minute, yeah, that would be a continuation higher at that point. So what I'll do is I'll set my alert somewhere around within there. Beautiful, that lift actually fell off. Keeps things simple for us, and at this point, missed our entry on there. Probably going to continue going. I'm so hungry. Trying to figure out what I want for breakfast. Still, that's all right. That was just a crazy market. Probably stop watching it at this point if we don't recover like now, because we're pushing that amaze at this point. I think I know what I'm getting for breakfast. Hello. Please build out of here. . probably not liking this anymore. Nothing, 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 nothing. Hello. We are actually, unless we get a bearish push like right now, we have money coming in. So let me pause here and set up my position. How are spreads? Spreads are pretty tight. Hopefully we fall off like Lyft though. It's like best case scenario for us. But it looks like, yeah, we have something here. So let me go set that up. This position is actually a little too wide for me. Like my stop would be something like here. So I'll probably stand off on it here for a little bit. So I'll give it a few minutes, see how it wants to play out. But there's something here for sure. We'll give it time. Alrighty guys, I took a little break. Let's see what's going on here. We are starting to build out of whatever this is. Not showing crazy amounts of strength, but oh, actually we are pushing up, came back down sideways, entry right here. We'll see how it plays out. I'm gonna give it just a little bit of time, delete my alert, and see how we play out. Yeah, if you look at the spread though, spread's a little wide for our 5 minute or 5 minute entry. Certainly has potential. Nothing here on Lyft. Very good that Lyft fell off. I'm very happy that happened. Waiting for TXG to build up. This guy, I mean, your entries were right here. Probably going to continue delivering. What time is it? We still have enough time in the session to be looking for new entries. Ooh. I'd like to see this come a little deeper though. Even to about here. Building out Rivian. Everything else is just kind of at a standstill. So Lily, LLY, whatever this is starting to build out. Hang on. Getting alerts over here. So what I'll do is let me go take a peek at my alerts here, make sure nothing else has gone off. Triggered. Looked at all these. Delete and delete. We already looked at all these. And if anything, if we don't set up here, we're probably going to see a longer retracement of some sort. Now, let me open up the Notion page so I can show you guys what data collection looks like. So, all right, and here you have it. So let's go take a peek from experience, from testing, from whatever, what 30-minute good entries look like. All right, here you have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles maybe. Go to our next 30-minute. Huge, like, this is actually what we're seeing in Rivian right now. Let's go to Rivian. What are we seeing? Comes down below the MAs, gets spot up immediately. Comes down slightly below most of the MAs. Potential. Let's go to our next 30-minute, which would be this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles-ish. 30-minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. How crazy is that? Like for every single one so far, it's been 6 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-ish. Yeah. So nothing on there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, between 4 to 6 candles, we could say. Like that could be our very, very first iteration of this rule. And you know, sometimes you get this, but we will have to look deeper into that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I know. Where's our 30-minute? There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what I was highlighting. Oh, this is the 5-minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The idea is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Building out of it. Wow, Rivian's actually looking quite nice now. Bring it up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it wants to go, now's the time to go, buddy. And we just got an alert on RCUS, which I do not see. There it is. Whoa, hello there. 30-minute. Starting to come out of this guy. Move it to the top. Let's give it a nice little color. It deserves it. Effectively missed our entry. How are the spreads? Spreads are massive on this thing. At least for a 5-minute entry. Like, that's your entire stop in the spread. So, we're going to go ahead and throw this on here to see how it would play out. But we are not taking this today. And I'll probably stop the video here in a little bit and just continue doing my own thing throughout the day. But this is more or less to show you guys how I do my data collection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with potential here. All right. Alrighty, guys. So I did have to step away. I had to fulfill some broker requirements very quickly, sign some contracts. So, yeah, it's going to be a rocky start getting everything set up. But now that we're looking at getting everything set up very well now. Yeah. So entries wise, I mean, I got so many alerts out of nowhere. Not that I'm in these right now, but this is just forward testing at this point because I can, I was having trouble logging in with the broker, so I ended up just downloading their platform and figuring that out. So TradingView actually works just as well. I'll figure out what the slippage situation is. For some reason, I got filled on a small position like all the way up here. Now, I can tell you why. I'm going to do testing. I'm going to go try more liquid stocks per se and see if that's where it's stemming from. But, I mean, this asset, supposedly, how can I look at the information on it? Security info. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be liquid. Market cap of, whoa, yeah. Market cap is huge. So I don't know why I'm getting slipped on this guy. Maybe it's because I'm doing a market order instead of a, yeah, we'll figure out what's going on with the spreads here. Probably just a misconfiguration on my end. But I'm gonna go grab breakfast. Once again, this is just a testing day for David, for me. And yeah, like your entries were here earlier and you'd be up this much, assuming stop somewhere around here. You'd be up 3 or 4 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. It's just a waiting game at this point. Starting to set something up here. Could see this reverting back down. Yeah, Rivian was clean. I give a very clean entry. So yeah, this is all for testing. Forward testing at this point. Trying to see how things would play out, but not bad, not bad. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. I'm going to dedicate the rest of the day to testing and figuring out what's going on with spreads and all that, because this is a big company. I should not be getting filled that far away. So it's probably, I'm doing a basic stop order, which I probably shouldn't. I should be doing a stop limit. That way I get filled at exactly the price I want to get filled at. But it might also be differences with contract pricing and all that, because I'm on TradingView. So we'll figure it out. And we will check in here in a minute. or yeah, I'll be in the community. All right, you guys have a good one.